tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the daunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release.
Good morning and welcome to Open Conversation on Atlantic Television Network. Open Conversation is the network's flagship political platform through which trending political news, events and stories are discussed with stakeholders. Through these conversations, ATN uses political talks about specific issues, party system and actor to explore hope and engender positive impact to the society. Today on Open Conversation, we'll look at these stories. First, Rivers State. TUC urges peace, reconciliation amidst crisis. And still on Rivers State, APC faction demands Felix Morka's immediate resignation. And then on to Abia State. Algon backs Oti, dismisses ex-governor's threats. And then on Kano State, Governor Yusuf meets Tinubu amid defection talks. Still on politics, police gives condition to unseal PDP secretariat. We are open for sponsorship of the program, advert placements, news, events, coverage, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv, on Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. You can also watch us on Avo TV, Niger TV, and Efastech TV platform. You can connect with us on our ATN socials by subscribing, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X, Atlantic TV Net. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll delve right into the show. Do not go away.
This minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth. The oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the daunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth. The oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the daunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. She said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth. The oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Joining me on Open Conversation this morning is a regular on Open Conversation. He is a public affairs analyst and a security expert. He is High Chief Jackson Lekonjo. Good morning, High Chief Jackson, and welcome.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me once again.
Of course.
You look so, so glamorous.
Thank you, High Chief Jackson. And then on to the story. Rivers State Council of Trade Union Congress has called for an immediate end to the prolonged political crisis in the state, warning that the ongoing standoff between the executive and the legislature threatens governance, development, and the welfare of workers and residents. In a statement signed by its chairman, Comrade Dr. Udoka Ugochukwu Josiah, the TUC urged both arms of government to sheath their swords and embrace peace, stressing that continued tension could disrupt effective governance and stall socio-economic progress, with workers and ordinary citizens bearing the brunt. The Congress also appealed to traditional rulers, religious leaders, elders, the federal government and the APC leadership to intervene urgently, emphasizing that stability, reconciliation, and cooperation are crucial to protecting workers' interests, sustaining democracy, and ensuring development in Rivers State. Hi, Chief Jackson, what do you make of this story?
Well, it's a call that has to do with peace. So it is not wrong. But then, the call from now till next year, it doesn't change the situation. The people we are talking about, that is the State Assembly and the Executive, they know the reason why they are fighting this thing. To be very clear, I don't think a lot of Rivers people, I don't think they understand what is actually going on. But instead of all these things to begin to calm, I think you begin to see some other propaganda kind of indicting the legislative arms and others. And fire from here, I don't think it will just engulf the system. It won't solve anything. So their call is in order anyway. A lot of us have been calling that way too, that this is a thing that can be resolved. Why am I saying this? I know I've been saying this all the time. I've been saying it clearly that these two people, these two bodies, the two arms of government, they may not necessarily have to be friends, no. But for the interest of Rivers people, and according to the dictate of the law, they must work together. It is like a driver and conductor inside a Lagos bus. You understand? The driver is driving, the conductor is collecting money and opening the door, calling bus stop and other, calling more passengers. The two of them may not necessarily be members of the same family. The two of them may not necessarily be the best. But the conductor should do his own. The driver should be allowed to concentrate and drive the vehicle. So that is it. I think these people can come down to, they can come together and resolve this matter. But I think beyond politics, I think ego are setting. This one want to claim that, let people not say I'm the one that first of all stepped, let us fight it to the end. Fighting it to the end, I think it will be detrimental to the people and businesses in River State. So I think that is where these people are coming, that they should resolve this matter. I think the matter is resolvable if they really listen to the people that they say they are representing, the people that they say they are governing. If governance is no longer about the people, then it's no longer governance.
Right. But then the concern here would be that, different political resolutions have been given in the past, right? We had the controversial 8-point peace pact that even some Rivers elders took the president to court on account of. We also have the other agreements that happened. In fact, we even had a very controversial and extreme political solution, which was the emergency rule. An emergency rule that came after Supreme Court judgment, which is a legal solution, right? So now we have explored, Rivers State has explored different political solutions, explored legal solutions, but it appears that we are not making headway. You're still proposing political solution. What do you think will work this time around? How would the political solution look like?
I think, to me, I have a very harsh condition that could be given, and all these things will be resolved.
Very harsh condition.
Very harsh condition.
All right, go ahead.
The party, APC, thank God all of them belong to the APC now. Let APC, if APC want to resolve this problem, now, let APC threaten the House of Assembly that if you don't withdraw this impeachment, no 2027 ticket for you, for any one of you.
They can opt to another political party. Is that a threat?
I am still coming.
All right.
They can opt out to any other political party, but do they have the personal popularity, political popularity which of them that have political popularity that can win on his own. When that condition is given, their constituents too should call them to order. Withdraw this impeachment, or we will not vote for you 2027. As they do it to the legislative arms, they should call the executive too. You, the governor, do things the right way. If you want to come back to govern us as a governor 2027, do things the right way. The party can equally threaten the governor too. So if they threaten the two sides, you discover that they can resolve this matter. Because all of them want to continue to eternity, particularly the legislative arms, because there is no tenure ban.
Now,
Yes, so to me, not until they apply this. I have not seen any, listen to the governor recently. An impeachment notice by the lawmaker of a state. The governor was addressing the public during the Polo Club tournament that I received a love letter. You understand? That is total undermining. You understand? So to me, is not the best. Impeachment notice, it is the right of the legislative arms to move impeachment notice on the executive, particularly when the executive is no longer doing things the right way, according to the dictate of the law. So look at that, and now another set of people are coming in now that the legislative, they are corrupt, they are doing. Is it how to resolve this matter? No. I've said it several times. It is not a bad idea. If I am the governor, I will target the speaker. I will drive to his house. My brother, in your house today, this matter must be resolved. This speaker may want to, he will not tell the governor not to come, and this matter could be resolved there. And the following day, you just discover that you see the legislative arms and the executive are meeting together to resolve this matter, not because of their personal interest, but for the interest of the people of Rivers State. That is it. Because now, the legislative arms, they are the one that is challenging, and they have the oversight function on the executive, on the governor. The governor do not have oversight function on them. So now, they raise allegations. It is the governor now that should be looking for one way or the other for the interest of the people of Rivers State to make sure, because now, no matter the program the governor has, without the approval of the legislative arm, can he do it? He can't. So if you know that all the program he has, he cannot achieve it without the constitutional provision that he must work with the legislative arms and they must oversight him. And all this is for the people. So what are we talking about? So the governor too can kind of look for. The last time I came to this place, I said before the next 14 days, notice here and there, I said the governor can do some other groundwork to kind of resolve this issue. I thought he should do that. And it's not late. But if the governor wants to stand on his own, let us be frank at this thing. Let us be frank about this. The governor needs the legislative arms to achieve anything at all. That is it. So to me, the governor and his handlers, I think they should look for one way or the other to resolve this matter. Not for them to be friendly. Not for them to take dinner, lunch, or breakfast together.
But for them to coexist.
To coexist and for the benefit
of the people.
Of the people. Because if they don't coexist, it is a must. The governor cannot do anything without the legislative arms. Look at, we are getting to almost 3 years now. Has the governor gotten any budget passed by this assembly? The one he inherited was the budget
passed by National Assembly through.
No, the one Wike did.
Oh yes, the one.
The second one, National Assembly. That's the one is running now.
That's yes.
You understand? Then the budget 2026 now is nowhere to be found. So if you are not ready to see these people, they won't present the budget to them. They won't pass the budget, and you can't spend. And if you don't spend, how do you pay the contractors? How do you even pay the workers? So that the governor should be, can I say, on the begging side, not for his own interest, but for the good people of Rivers State that have voted him into power. Yeah, the governor can quote him several times that there is nothing too big.
No sacrifice is too big.
No sacrifice too big to maintain, to attain peace or whatever. So let him. Yeah. When we were in secondary school, we were fighting with, after school, we fight with a woman, a lady. We were fighting together. She beat me. At a particular time, I shout, I said, please come and separate us. Because I can suffocate during that process. For me not to suffocate, I have to call. So it is not bad if the governor consult with some persons now that talk to these people. It's not sign of weakness. No, it's not a sign of weakness. It's just a sign of peace, progress, and tranquility to reign supreme in River State. That is it. That's my submission as far as this one is concerned.
Yes. Now, interestingly, you talked about the political party intervening in the crisis through probably harsh ultimatum to both the assembly and the executive. One would say that now you're premising your argument on the fact that both are members of APC.
Yes.
Now, one would say to a large extent, does APC have the right as a political party to intervene in the constitutional function of a state house of assembly?
This is not an interruption of the process they put on ground.
When they mandate them to withdraw the impeachment process or be removed from the party, what does that mean?
At the end of the day, they are still going to achieve whatever they want to achieve. If you have the right to impeach, impeachment is not what you just joke with. This is the third time they are moving impeachment motion against this man. If for one reason or the other they didn't achieve it, nobody will even take the House of Assembly seriously again.
You know that.
But the party could intervene.
Now,
not commanding them, not controlling them, not interrupting them.
Don't you think probably this is the reason why the assembly this time around is no longer open to further reconciliation talks? Recall that PANDEF had also reached out to them. They met with the governor. PANDEF met with the governor. The 7-man committee of PANDEF met with the FCT minister, met with both faction of River State elders and different leaders, including traditional leaders, but the River State House of Assembly did not give them audience. Right? Now, don't you think, because you just said that this is the third attempt at impeachment.
Yes.
The first impeachment came and political crisis, political solution was given by the president, which led to the 8-point agenda.
Yes.
Now, the second crisis came after Supreme Court judgment. Don't forget that.
Yes.
The second impeachment attempt came after Supreme Court judgment.
Yes.
And the president put up emergency rule to thwart that. And don't forget that the governor much later came out to thank the president. And he said himself that the president saved him from impeachment.
Yes.
So now these are two impeachments that was thwarted by the president through political solutions. Now, this third impeachment has started.
Yes.
And do you think at this point, because in these two impeachment attempts that were thwarted, agreements were reached, and the FCT minister, the assembly, particularly the FCT minister is saying the governor is not respecting agreement. And the governor clearly is also not working with the assembly. So with all these things now, if you put it into consideration, do you think if the assembly insists on going ahead with this impeachment, they are wrong?
They are not wrong, but they may not achieve it at the end of the day.
How so?
Good. The law says the legislative arms of government, each and every one of them are representative of their people. And whatever they must go and do on the floor of their house, they must consult with their people. And if this impeachment now, if they have not duly consulted with their people and they are carrying along this, their people have the right, if they are not well represented, their people have the right to begin to move, recall.
You know that
to recall them.
This particular,
by the time they recall them, will they still be members?
Now, this particular statement you made just now,
yes,
is not in the Constitution. The Constitution laid out process in Section 188, processes of impeachment. Now, at no point in that process of impeachment did the Constitution say that the State House of Assembly will go back and have a meeting with their constituents.
What is the function? Wait. What is the meaning of representative? Forget about if this thing. If the constitution did not say state governor must do this, must pay the constitution say governor must pay salary, must build road, must build infrastructure. No. What the constitution says is that they say the welfare of the people.
What is the welfare?
The welfare.
What is the welfare of the people?
Welfare of the people.
Yes, what is it? According to the Constitution, what is it?
Is the infrastructure part of the welfare of the people?
Now, then, what is the budget for?
Don't let us dodge this allegation. Don't let us.
We are not.
I want to talk. I want us to talk. What is the meaning of representative, legislative? What is the meaning?
Okay, now
they are the major factor of democracy because they are representing. That is where the people comes into democracy, and the function of a representative is they are just proxy of the people, and they must not do anything on the floor without the consent of the people they are representing.
Well, last time have you seen Rivers people protesting this impeachment on the road? Have you seen Rivers?
Is it until it gets to that?
No, why you say the people? Because
wait, is it until
I have not heard the people condemn.
Well, is it until it get to protest?
Hold on again.
That could lead.
Now,
don't forget
the budget. You said here that the governor has not operated with any budget since 2023.
He has operated with budget, but not his own budget.
Hold on. We are saying the same thing. We are
not actually saying the same thing.
You said here.
We are on the side of.
Chief Jackson.
We are on the side of.
Hi, Chief Jackson.
Yes.
You said here that the governor has not operated on any budget except the one that was handed over. He inherited from the FCT minister.
Operation. Wait. I say he has not provided his own budget. I said the budget he had been operating upon. So there was no time I say he has not operated.
It is still the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Is he operating?
He has been operating on budget.
Where is the 2024 budget? Where is 2024 budget?
2024 budget.
Yes.
The one he inherited from the governor expired 2024. You understand? And before the end of
it expired 2023 December.
We
run full circle budget.
It's not. Nobody is doing that today in Nigeria. The one Ibok, the one the National Assembly approved for Ibok that must run for 1 year expired by June this year.
Now, Hi Chief Jackson Lekojo.
Yeah.
IBAS prepared a 6-month budget.
Hold on.
I discussed it on my show.
Okay.
Yes. he prepared his budget.
Budget is there's nothing
hold on,
apart from environment. There is no budget for 6 months.
Hold on, please.
Budget is
in
for
Nigeria.
Yes.
In Rivers State, there was a state of emergency.
Yes.
Which means things were not running the way it should run.
And they now said the budget is for 6 months.
It was, and you can go and do your research. We are national television. Now, Nigeria runs full circle budgets.
Yes.
And full circle budget started in 2023, which means every budget has the life cycle of January to December of that year. Now, even if
in Nigeria,
yes,
in Nigeria,
you can do your due
but you still know that. Until now, we are still running budget 2023, budget 2024, budget 2025. Do you know you are still running it now, even at the national level?
Now, let me finish. Even if the budget was not expended and we enter into a new budget cycle, you must present the budget for that year and they run concurrently. That is what is operational. You can do your due diligence on what I just said. Every other state has presented budgets for 2026. Both the ones that finished their expended their budgets, those the ones that did not, they can run concurrently, but you must run with full cycle. That is what is on ground. Do your due diligence on this.
Now
you are saying that
I'm surprised you are taking me this route.
I'm
surprised you quickly misquote me.
Hold on.
What I said before, I won't hold on. What I said, I didn't say Sim Fubara was not running on a budget. I say he has not been running on his own budget. That is it.
We are saying the same thing, High Chief Jackson Lekonji.
No, I don't have anything against.
No matter how you put it, we are saying exactly the same thing. Now,
if we are saying exactly the same thing,
when I am quoting you, because you're kind of agitated and you're not letting me land.
Okay.
And I will finish what I have to say.
Okay.
Yes. So, what you said was that the only legitimate budget that the governor operated on is the one inherited in 2023 and the one of Ebas in 2025.
Yes.
This is what you said, and that is what I am saying. Now, what brought up this conversation was when you were talking about the House of Assembly not representing the people, not consulting the people with regards to impeachment proceedings and all. And I've asked you, well, I have not seen the people reacting negatively to that. That is one hand. Now, on the other hand, if we are to talk about the people now and representation, the 2024 budget was presented to a four-man forum of friends, according to Appeal Court judgment and also Supreme Court. Now, what that means is this, in implication, 4 constituencies took a decision for the entire Rivers State, excluding about 27 or 28 constituencies, which is unconstitutional. And the government, despite outcry, from the people, went ahead with that. So what do you call that as well? What do you call that as well? Now, when appointments were made with 4-man, the entire 2024, the governor ruled with 4-man House of Assembly. So now the 27 or 28 constituencies that were taken out of governance, that were not given representation, that were not allowed to have a say in their collective patrimony and how it's being expended. How do you justify that? So when you look at it critically, and these constituents that are not given the chance to represent their constituents, they are not given a chance to speak in favor of their constituents, or even say, in my constituent, we need this, we need that, prioritize this, prioritize that. Are they not representing the people when they are doing that? So if they are not giving room to do that, how then do you come back to say, oh, people should recall them for doing that which is constitutionally right?
Well, I don't know, let me be bold, we are on global listener. I don't know your interest with these members of House of Assembly. But I am still saying it, that what I know anywhere in the world, there is nobody representing these people that must not, whatever they are going to debate on the floor, they must go back to tell the people, what am I going to say? This is what is we are going to discuss on the floor. So if they are not doing it in Rivers State, around me they are doing it the right way. That is why the legal luminaries, sometime in the last program, that's why he said these people are running Mobo crazy, government of the mobs. The Rivers State House of Assembly, they are not doing the right thing. Let us be factual.
So
I am not saying the governor is doing the right thing. You understand? But I am saying the members of House of Assembly, they don't have right to go to the floor of the house on their own. They are property of the people. Without the people they are representing, they are nobody.
Okay.
They must inform the people they are representing. Because they are not there to speak for themselves, they are there to speak for the people. That is it. Are they doing the right thing?
So when
is impeachment the last solution? They are just dilly-dally, they are just joking, they are just making caricature of impeachment.
All right. And
they are making caricature of impeachment.
So
and I am telling you,
yes,
you understand? I am telling you, I can boldly tell you here, they can't succeed in even this. But I won't tell you how they are going to fail. The thing is going to fail. And it will boomerang on them at the end of the day.
All right.
It will boomerang on their political future.
All right.
If they want to prove that they are representing the people, they must go back to each of their constituencies to listen to the views of the people. That is it.
All right. Now, were you on a okay, probably you were not with Cheesy. I'm not making a case for the assembly.
No,
however you
I don't need to be with anybody.
No. However you want.
What I'm telling you here now, I'm speaking for Jackson and the position of the law.
No, that's not what you spoke. It's not the position of the law.
It's the position of the law.
Because the Constitution in section 188
that
never said anywhere that the assembly, before they impeach or start impeachment proceeding.
So there is no moral ground. There is no moral ground.
There is nowhere in the Constitution that the assembly must have a town hall meeting with their constituents, because I need that to be proven. That's number one. Number two, we are all in River State. This is a River State based television. I've asked you severally, where have there been outcries
of the legislative?
Where have
anywhere in the world?
I want you to quote anywhere where constituents have come out to protest against their representative in the assembly, saying, "Oh, what you're doing,
we don't need to get to that extent of protest."
Okay, so which means
the protest
which means they are not working against the people they are representing.
You don't know what is going on the ground, but do they need to come to protest that may lead to anarchy?
Haven't there been protests in River State prior to this time?
That has not led to anarchy. That has not led to anarchy.
Wasn't there anarchy in River State?
It's open protest anywhere in the world. Is open protest the best solution?
What is anarchy?
What is anarchy?
Yes.
A state of disorderliness is anarchy. A state of breaking down of law and order is anarchy.
All right.
A state of serious level of misunderstanding is anarchy.
So when the Supreme Court said that there was no government in River State, what do you call that? Now, because I mean, the truth remains that when you say the assembly, they are not doing what is constitutionally right.
It would have been
I
better.
am confused
it would
because what they ask, so the Constitution has given them that right.
In this matter,
all right.
And it would be better I am neutral. You understand, in this matter.
All right.
But as this matter continue like this, we are trying to not to be neutral.
Well, I don't think we are doing the right thing to the public. I am not giving to anybody's opinion, including the viewer's opinion, about whether I'm neutral or not.
Okay.
I am doing my job, and that is when my facts are presented, I will challenge you on the facts that you presented.
Okay.
And when you present those facts and tell me they are in the Constitution, I have gone through that Constitution thoroughly over and over again.
I am not
the Constitution. I will question you as to why you're saying
I am not saying it's in the Constitution. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Ask the function of the legislatures to their people. Ask.
All right.
Must everything enshrined on the Constitution? No. What are the duties of the representative to their people?
And you feel
I didn't feel it is like that anywhere in the world.
All right.
That they are just there as a proxy of the people, representing the people, and they must consult with their people that they are representing before they argue in favor and against on the floor of the house.
All right.
That is how it is in any democracy in the world.
All right.
No.
I understand you, Chief Jackson Lekojo. I understand you perfectly. But then my concern is when the same people that they are representing are disenfranchised or removed from governance, then if they are speaking out and they have taken action to that effect,
nobody remove this
and,
house.
And impeachment is not a sin. Impeachment
nobody
is
remove
in
this
the Constitution.
house. This house, nobody removed them. The governor, the matter was in court that time, and the matter has not been resolved in the court, and that is the reason why the governor is recognizing those three people, which everybody knows that it was wrong. So nobody, were they not sitting? They were still sitting that time.
But
in a situation whereby people are doing the wrong thing and some people are patting them at the back, that is what is collapsing the system. Nobody disenfranchised them.
Nobody.
But the area the governor was not recognizing them.
In passing a budget and removing
at the end of the day,
entire 28 constituencies from having
at the end of the day, the matter was in court then. And at the end of the day, after the Supreme Court ruled, what did the governor do? The governor immediately, the commissioners that those three people screened, the governor dropped them. That is it. We don't need to turn our governor to a puppet, for God's sake.
And was the budget submitted much later?
Were they available?
Prior to emergency.
This can only happen in Rivers State alone. Were they available to receive the budget?
Prior to emergency rule.
Were they available?
Did the governor submit it? Did the governor write a notice to submit the budget?
The governor went to visit them.
Does the governor?
Did not allow?
What are the processes in submitting budget?
I don't want to
when
and against here.
When we
let
look
not be realistic here.
Do you know that High Chief Jackson?
I don't know.
The good thing is that you are an elder and you have mediated in reconciliation severally. You see, when you push for reconciliation, you should be able to, before peace is seen to be done, the other party who is hurting must be seen to have been heard. When, for example, the assembly, they are doing what the Constitution says they should do, and you want peace now, okay, you said you want peace to hold, but at the same time slamming that the assembly that they are wrong for doing that which Constitution tells them to do. How then do you even want the assembly to begin to listen?
What happened in Ondo State between the House of Assembly and the governor was worse than here. What happened in Lagos between the assembly and the governor was worse than here. They did not resort to impeachment.
Had there been impeachment in Nigeria prior to this time?
There had been impeachment.
You recall that in the case of Ladoja, the House of Assembly impeached Ladoja in a bus.
That was a thorough.
In a bus.
Wait. I know that, but that was it a normal system?
Very well.
That was like a system where the presidency was pushing against Ladoja. The same thing happened to Fayose. The same thing happened to Dariye.
Dariye was impeached by 9-man House of Assembly. It
was not all this one we are making reference to. They are what I can call an abnormal way of impeaching any governor. And at the end of the day, the court reversed all those impeachment.
And in one case, the court reversed the impeachment. After,
but what I'm telling you now is, I'm telling the whole world, impeachment is constitutional, but it's not what to toy with. Any small thing impeachment.
Now,
there must be way of seeing how the matter could be resolved. The first one, at the end of the day, what?
Presidential intervention.
The second time.
Presidential intervention.
This one will fail. I don't know. I won't tell you the intervention. This one will still fail.
The question is not whether.
This one will still, and if it fail, the only painful thing is that these people.
It will ridicule them.
It will ridicule the democracy in Nigeria. That is it.
Now,
the matter could be resolved.
How so? That's the question that I've been cracking my brain asking.
I've said it earlier on this program today.
That the political party should.
That the governor could walk to the speaker.
Do you see that happening?
It can happen. It can happen. The speaker and from men, the executive section of the State House of Assembly could walk up to the governor too. Mr. Governor, look at.
Who is, when you say this, well, when I present this, if I ask you this question again, you tell me you don't know what my interest is with the assembly. The question will now be between the assembly and the governor, who has comparative advantage in this fight? That's the issue. Who has comparative advantage? Who has the backing of the law right now as it stands? So when you look at it, then when you want to push for this, the person that has greater advantage, you pet that person. Why the person that has lesser advantage, you advise on what to do?
We are always referring to law. We are always exempting where morality comes in. There is no law that do not give room for morality too. And that was the reason why I said here, I said the governor could walk up to the speaker and this matter could be resolved amicably for the interest of the people of Rivers State. But I want to tell you clearly, what the assemblies are doing now is not for the interest of people of Rivers State. They are making political statements. It's not for the interest of the people, because they know that without them approving the budget, without them allowing the budget to come and approving the budget, they know that there won't be any meaningful development in Rivers State. So if they put that one into serious considerations, they could create a leeway for the matter to be resolved. They are not representing the people. They are anti-people.
So when the speaker was speaking, prior to this, when this impeachment even started, but when the speaker was speaking and said that the governor had embarked on extrajudicial spending, and they had called on the governor to come, present, even if it's a supplementary budget, so that they can how do they call that? They can kind of legalize all the spendings and make everything right. When the speaker was saying all that, openly he had called on the governor to do what is right. He had had plenaries and he had called on the governor.
In an open press conference.
At that point in time, what he was doing was anti-people.
We want to see.
When he called on the governor and brought up the case of
see the communication
of education.
We want that to.
It was anti-people.
Let them publicize the communication to the governor. You don't talk to governor of a state and invite him to press conference.
It wasn't a press conference. It was plenary.
Plenary.
And it was aired.
Must the governor monitor that plenary on air? Where is the communication? Where is the communication? They should publish the communication.
The assembly said they have been reaching out to the governor to the effect of that. Now you want them to publish a communication, which means...
Is it a secret property?
No, hold on.
Is it a secret information?
It's not a secret property.
Yes.
If you request for it,
yes,
of course they will publish it. Have you requested for that?
I don't have interest.
So if you don't have interest, how then are you now saying that they are anti-people?
The normal things should be done, not until people pressurize them to do it.
What is the normal thing in this instance?
The normal thing we want to see, we don't want to hear that we have called on the kind of statement the governor made, the speaker made. It can only be made in Rivers State.
What statement?
Derogatory statement against the governor openly. I don't want to repeat it here.
You can repeat it.
No, I don't want. I don't want. It's not supposed to come out of my mouth to my even domestic staff. The way he was addressing the governor. So somebody want to give you food, say, you beggar, come and take this food, and you believe you have offered him food. No, let us be factual. This is badocratic system they are practicing in the assembly there. Government by the bad people.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
This is not assembly. It can't happen any other place in this country.
It has happened in other places.
That is speaker.
It has happened in other places. Like I reminded you in the case of Ladoja, where assembly sat in a moving vehicle and
that
governor.
That was an illegal action that was eventually reversed by the Supreme Court.
But then the damage has been done.
The damage has been done by the law dissociated from it.
But the damage has been done.
The damage has been done.
Was there ever a governor that was impeached?
But the damage has been done.
And the reversal happened after his tenure expired.
It doesn't matter. But the law dissociated.
So now that the assembly,
that is why they reverse it.
So now that the assembly is following due process, they are terrible.
So if somebody kills somebody,
they are terrible for doing
that.
And
they said at the end of the day, the court condemn it. Does that mean God recognize it? No. The assembly in Rivers State, they are doing the wrong thing.
They are doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
Because of the impeachment. That's the wrong thing.
Are they doing the right thing?
Because of the impeachment.
How many times have they communicated to the governor?
Was the impeachment warranted or not? Have you looked at the allegations? Were those things done or were they not done?
They were expecting budget from the governor to come and submit the budget, and every other state of the federation submitted it before end of December or early January. But they went to say they want to resume on the 26th of January. Where do you expect that? Wherever they go, governors will go and give them the budget there.
Well, last time I checked,
whenever
a governor wants to present budget, he writes to the assembly and seeks a date. That's what is done. He writes to the assembly and seeks a date. The assembly, whether they called for recess till 26, they have a job for the Rivers people. The question is, did the governor write a letter? But he said what we saw on, I think, 2nd or 3rd of January was the State Executive Council held a meeting with respect to that budget.
On this program today, I don't want to mention anything that has to do with assembly and the governor.
And Professor
Because I cannot defeat a premeditated mind.
It's okay if you feel that way.
Yes.
Professor Peter Mide on national television in granting press conference said that the Rivers State Executive Council has looked at the budget and approved the budget of 1.8 trillion naira. I am quoting him. He said the Rivers State Executive Council has approved Rivers State budget. Now, last time I checked, the Rivers State Executive Council can sit and propose a budget. They do not have the constitutional powers to approve a budget. The people that have constitutional powers to approve a budget is the assembly. So he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. But however, I respect your position in this matter, and I will come for a break at this point.
No.
So when we come back,
we'll
look at APC.
If the government, if the executive approve on their own table, they did not approve for spending. They approve what they are going to submit to the legislative arms. But where are the legislative arms? They could not come for matter of national or state importance. The next time they are calling for emergency gathering was to make impeachment move against the governor.
All right.
All
right. Hachi Jackson Lekojo, your opinion is respected.
It has failed.
It's okay, sir.
I'm not in support of the
governor. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, a faction of APC River State calls for the resignation of Felix Moka. Do not go away.
And the hypocrites, which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles,
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. All Progressive Congress in Rivers State has called on the party's National Publicity Secretary, Felix Morka, to resign immediately, citing comments he made during a national television interview on the Rivers State political crisis and impeachment controversy involving Governor Similaye Fubara. In a statement signed by Darlington Nwuju, the Rivers APC accused Morka of ridiculing lawful court judgments and misrepresenting the party's position on the leadership crisis in the state. The party said subsisting court rulings had nullified the dissolution of the Rivers APC executive elected in 2021, insisting that Morka's remarks undermine the rule of law and cast doubt on the credibility of the party's national leadership. The Rivers APC further alleged that Morka's actions were divisive, disloyal, and damaging to the party's chances in the state, urging the National Working Committee to act decisively. It also called on the Nigerian Bar Association to investigate Morka's conduct, warning against a repeat of the internal crisis that previously weakened the party in Rivers State. Jackson Lekojo, apparently we have APC faction in Rivers State. We have the Okocha faction and the other one. Apparently, Darlington Nwuju is speaking from the other faction, AK faction. What is your take on this?
Well, to me, I think there is a controversy over a child. And the elders in the family said, you are the owner of that child. That means the elder has claimed the ownership of that child. But you yourself say, I am not the father of the child. So this is the situation on ground. Now, I wanted to ask, which of the faction? Is it the court, the one court has given the ruling to recognize, or is it the one the national secretariat of the party recognizes? Because the court ruled in favor of BK faction, then the national secretariat recognized Tony Okocha's faction. And I think that should have simply be put to rest recently when the governor decamped to APC. And the national
Tony Okocha.
And the national secretariat instructed Tony Okocha's faction to go and recognize him and issue him. So to me, today, the governor himself will not recognize this BK faction. So, if the National Secretariat did not recognize BK faction, needless of Darlington Nwuju and others calling for the removal of Morka.
Because now the question will be, what's in premature?
That is the chief administrative officer of the party that do not recognize their faction. You understand? So to me, they have the right to call. But how they are called, not just ordinary waste of effort, waste of energy and their saliva. National Secretary of the party will not even look at, if they write letter from them, correspondent, they will not even open it if they know that it's coming from BK faction. So, but they have spoken to cause maybe popularity or attraction or whatever. If Tony Okocha faction that is writing this now, I know that
you might take it seriously.
National Secretariat of APC might look at it and call on the National Secretary. What is happening? What is happening? But this one, I think, is for
you, just noise.
And just make noise to be relevant. That's all.
All right. Moving forward, People's Democratic Party has dismissed reports that it imposed a 10,000 levy on its members to fund party activities, insisting that it only encourages voluntary donations. The party described claims that it is broke or levying members as false and misleading. In a statement issued by its National Publicity Secretary, Comrade Ini Emobong, the PDP explained that its funding strategy is rooted in grassroots support through voluntary contributions. He cited the party's early years, particularly 1998, when small donations from supporters helped strengthen the party and give it a national voice. The PDP stressed that there is no fixed amount or compulsory payment required from any member, noting that the reference to 10,000 naira was merely illustrative. The party reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and accountability, urging members and the public to disregard sensational reports and continue to support the party in ways they deem appropriate.
So to me, this is where our democratic system is getting down speedily.
Okay.
Sponsorship of party is by the members. In the olden days, my father was the local government secretary of the Unity Party of Nigeria.
Okay.
The membership card of UPN that time, even MPN, at the end of the day, you see monthly dues written at the back, that every month you come and pay dues to the party. At that time, governor does not sponsor the party. From which money? But these days, and that time, people can summon the party. I know the late Bola Ige may so rest in peace. When he was the governor of the old Oyo State, Obokun local government, where I come from, they summoned him that they want to see him social period. He came. Governor does not host people that time. Governor does not build houses for people. Governor does not buy cars for people. Purely the money of the government is spent on the people through the instrumentality and approval of the State House of Assembly. But these days, you see a governor sponsoring a political party. Somebody was confessing something about 3 days ago, where Okowa said he gave this number of money, total sum of money, to buy the ticket of Atiku Okowa. And look at it, it's his personal money. So in this case, I can say maybe PDP is broke. The day they lost power, 2015, I think they were broke.
But they had a lot of governors.
They had a lot of governors. But they were not, because why I said they were broke was that the present National Secretariat is rented. It's a rented apartment. They were building a 11-story structure somewhere. But immediately Jonathan left office, till this day, no one bag of cement was used in that proposed secretariat. That is to say, their governors, for a very long time, the governors were not ready to fund the party, because each of the governors had their own interest, and when they are not sure of getting whatever they are spending money for, they stopped. And today, how many governors do they have? How many governors do they have?
Right now, with talks around Governor Yusuf, okay, Governor Yusuf is even of the NNPP, but with Mufwang, defective,
is gone.
I think now they're about, are they up to 4?
I think he's the only governor of Oyo State, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, Zamfara State, Bala,
yes.
Bala too. I think that's the only, no, this guy, Taraba, I don't know if Taraba has gone, but he's preparing. So today, maybe only three steady that you can say trusted.
Trusted?
Trusted.
Trusted.
Yeah. For today.
Yes.
But I know that Makinde will soon cross, but Makinde is crossing to ADC.
They are winning Makinde.
ADC is going to ADC.
Not APC.
Not APC. I can say that one with boldness.
Okay.
Yes. So now, this issue, when the governors were bankrolling, when the presidency were bankrolling, they forgot, instead of to even collect from members, they were spreading, sharing for members. I think, I don't like to discuss PDP again, because I think I lost a dog last week Immediately I buried that dog. I forgot about the dog. Yes, to me, I saw PDP that they are already in mortuary. So
that's a strong one.
Yeah, so possibly what they are looking for now from members is how to do the interment. At the end of the day, to do the final burial of PDP. So that is it. I don't count PDP as one of the existing political parties today in Nigeria. So there might be no governor, even Seyi Makinde and others that remain, nobody will be ready to release 100,000 naira.
Well, one would say to a large extent, you can see the elections that have happened so far and the fact that PDP candidates were being disenfranchised by INEC.
Because
they are being delisted.
They are delisted because there are two factions and they are still contending in the court of law.
And interestingly, ahead of Rivers State's Assembly by-election, we are expecting that by-elections to be conducted.
I think they are still going to.
We'll still see how it will play
I
out.
don't know with what is trending. Not until if the court recognized one faction,
national leadership,
and therefore instruct INEC to recognize that. If not, I think it will be a walkover for APC. I better urge them to do the
ADC has come out to say that
APC.
ADC has also come out to say that they are eyeing to take the 2 seats in the assembly in this coming.
I don't know who is the leader of
ADC in Rivers.
Rotimi Amici cannot win Ubima.
Ubima, his own local government, and
Ubima is his own village.
And unit.
He can't win it. So to me, in Rivers State today, I have spoken with a lot of the national officers. I'm very close to most of them. I'm not a member of any political party. But
national
today,
officers of ADC.
ADC.
Okay.
So that we don't have ADC. They don't have ADC in Rivers State. Rotimi Amici cannot win Ubima. So him boasting that, we are. No, now.
So if he cannot put Ubima, how then is he thinking of getting? Okay, probably he's hoping his support base will come from the north.
The north will forget. The north, they are very calculated. They are more sophisticated when it comes to politics. When you are not relevant in your own base, the north will not even give you a chance. So to me, I don't think Rotimi will even be thinking of contesting. Rotimi cannot win as a councillor in Ubima.
Ooh, that's a strong one. That's a former governor.
It doesn't matter.
Hi, Chief Jackson. That's a former governor. Hello.
What's the name of the former governor of Abia State?
Yeah, we have plenty of them. Is it Oji Zokalo?
No, this
T.A. Oji.
No, this last one. This first one. Ipazu, Wike's boy. He governed the state for 8 years, but he lost the electoral district. Ugwanya of Enugu State governed the state for 8 years. He lost a electoral district. The same thing, the Otom of Benue State.
Point noted.
You understand? Governed the state for 8 years, but he lost the gubernatorial seat. Rotimi Amici ruled this place for 8 years, but I'm telling you today, he can't win in Ubima. He can't win as a councillor. Unfortunately, he cannot come back to contest as councillor. I would have said I buy a ticket for him.
So, hi, Chief Jackson. So basically, what you're saying is the coast is clear for APC.
The straight.
Both at the national, for both the presidential and state and.
2027.
Yes.
No. APC will not go anywhere. 2027
at
when
the
it comes to
presidential level.
No. It can't. I'm a Baptist. I believe in the principle and policy of Tinubu's politics, but I don't think APC deserve to win at the center. You don't think Tinubu will win in 2027? It's impossible. It's not possible for him. It is impossible. Impossibility in multiplication. How did you arrive at this conclusion? I know the pulse of the people. I know what the people are feeling. People are hungry. They are angry. No educational system, no health system, no security. Economy is in comatose. Where is the welfare? No welfare, no security, nothing. Health facilities, go to a particular federal government hospital in Rivers State here. No generator. The people on candle. education is in comatose. Nothing today is moving. And you think Nigeria will still be very stupid? No. And rigging is not possible again.
Rigging is not possible
Rigging is not possible again. Nigerians are wise now. Anybody that wants Nigeria to come out violently should go and rig. But I believe everybody knows that rigging is outlawed. So nobody will want to dare that again.
All right. Fingers crossed.
But I don't know the party that will win.
You don't know the party that will win, but you know that it will definitely not be
APC Tinubu can never rule Nigeria 2027.
Probably in states they will have a fighting chance, but at the national level...
In some states they can. But at the national, no. A lot of governors, they will deliver their state to their party. But federal, they will not deliver it to their party. They will not support their party.
All right.
That is it.
Fingers crossed. 2027 is going to be very interesting. You know that after 2027, during these elections, and when the campaign will hit up, you'll be a regular. We'll be looking at, because I'll remind you of your statements during elections.
I will even record it. I will even record it and pay advert. If I get the clip of this today,
you get the clip today.
I will spread it.
Okay, I will keep it for you.
And don't forget, I'm very close to some persons, powerful person in the presidency.
Okay.
That is it.
All right.
So, but I'm realistic.
All right.
But between now and then, if situation change, Nigerians may change
their minds.
We may change our minds.
So you're saying that come 2027, our votes will count this time around?
Our vote will count this time around.
All right.
Yes. Anybody that tamper with the vote is tampering with trouble.
All right.
And I think nobody will want to tamper with trouble, because everybody, we are all law-abiding citizens of Nigeria.
Okay.
That's it.
Very well. Thank you so much, High Chief Jackson Lekoji.
It's my pleasure.
It was a pleasure having you today.
It was a robust fight.
No, Victor, no Kwamkish.
Thank God.
It's a good one. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, our viewers, for always staying connected to us. And this is where we wrap it up on this episode of Open Conversation. We are open for sponsorship of the program, advert placements, news, events coverage, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. On Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. You can also watch us on Avo TV, Niger TV, and the Fastech TV platform. You can connect with us on our ATN socials by subscribing, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X, Atlantic TV Net. Do not forget, peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Laurentia Ugu. See you same time tomorrow. Bye for now.